What was he about to talk about, John?
He was talking about Colorado.
Talking about who?
Talking about who? Colorado.
Colorado. Yeah. You said you caught a few clips of the game last night.
Yeah, I caught me much most of the second half. I mean, I caught a little bit in the first half, but I caught most all the second half pretty much. And obviously, they played North Dakota, and look, North Dakota State. I know people will sneeze at them like how Colorado barely beat them. They're obviously the best school in Division II, and they've been that for a minute.
Yeah.
Um, it. I mean, what we saw last night, Travis Hunter. I didn't learn nothing from that game. Travis Hunter is going to be a top 5 pick.
Undoubtedly.
Shador looked good, but we'll see how they really are when they play Nebraska next week.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but it wasn't encouraging that they barely beat North Dakota State because that they barely beat a Division II school. I say that much. Their defense was suspect.
Horrible. It was horrible. Hands down horrible. I've never listen. I watched that game and I had to go back and look who was in North Dakota State's division, and I'm sitting there looking like, bro, these cats don't play anybody. Last year, now North Dakota State wasn't they weren't no slouch. They went 11-4 last year, but that's against that type of talent. And Colorado should have. Here's my opinion: Colorado should have blazed through them like nothing. And there should have been no reason why Colorado should not have been up double digits going into the halftime. I don't understand what was going on. The defense definitely is the weakest spot of their team, and they're going to get they're not going to have any choice but to get into shootouts at this point. There's going to be full on shootouts.
Yeah, their defense is horrible. They're going to have to rely on that offense, and obviously the Big 12. Look. They're in the Big 12, and the Big 12 isn't really a defensive conference. A lot of air raid, a lot of putting up big numbers and 700-yard games and that type of stuff. But I wouldn't be a win's a win. I wouldn't be encouraged by it because they really should have. They were 9.5 points. They were pretty much 10-point favorites.
Yeah,
going into the game. So the only win by 5 points is kind of like, come on, man.
Yeah, that was that point. I was like, what is going on? Y'all defense. What is the disconnect with the defense? Is it the line? Is it the like what is going on? Because they were running all over the defense. They couldn't stop them.
I don't know, because they live in the portal, so they pretty much getting all these players. All these players leaving, all these players coming in. I mean, there's probably no, but they ended the season 4-8. They already had a successful season the year before because Colorado was irrelevant and they only won one game the year before Deion got here, before Prime got here. So I look at it like this: they got it's in the big game. It ain't gonna be easy, and Deion and I'm really wondering how much patience is Deion gonna have for this job. He's looked at as a savior because obviously everything he was doing at Jackson State, but now you in Colorado, now you in a Division I school where you're a big fish in a small pond. Everyone's looking at you as the guy that's supposed to save the program, and you can't save a program going 4-8. You gotta get to a bowl. They gotta at least get to a bowl game this year, Casey.
That's what I said.
A bowl game this year. I think he's done. If they don't get to a bowl game, because Shador's gonna be gone, Shiloh's gonna be gone, Travis Hunter's gonna be gone. Ain't gonna be. I mean, I don't know if he got the appetite to stay around for a bit to actually build this program.
I don't think he has either. I think that there's going to be a lot of soul searching after this season if they don't make a bowl game. I don't expect them. I literally looked through their schedule as we were taking a break, and I was like, there are 3 solid games they're going to lose. Undoubtedly, there are 3 solid games that they're going to lose because I looked at last night's game as the litmus test for what you're going to be going up against. And North Dakota State's corners aren't that big. That guy that Travis Hunter caught the ball on, now that catch is amazing. Regardless on what the size of the corner was, the catch was amazing. But you're talking about the size differential in players when you get to like the Oklahoma States when you get to like the cats that who else? Kansas State, Nebraska, they got big corners. And on top of that, we talking about on the offensive side too, the running game is going to be abysmal. It's going to be ridiculous. If they see, I guarantee you everybody's watching the tape and saying, all we got to do is run the game. We just got to run the ball on them. They don't got a defense. They got a defensive scheme.
We can run their schedule. We can run their schedule right now. We can call WL. We can play the WL game right now.
Oh, we can run. We can do it. We can do it. I'll pull. Let me see. Can I pull it up? You got it
in front of me too. So yeah, they're at Nebraska next in prime time next Saturday night.
Next Saturday night. Okay.
They're at Nebraska. That's an NBC game.
You think that's a dub or you think that's a loss?
They did beat them last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give them a win.
I'll give them a win too. I'll give them the nod on that one. They'll get that win.
All right. Then they got the rival game at Colorado State. Now this game is also a primetime game on CBS. So you look at their first three games they've already been on all three networks, except for Fox. They've been on 3 out of 4 big networks already when their first three games. They was on ESPN last night. They're gonna be on NBC next Saturday night. And 2 weeks from Saturday, they're gonna be on CBS. You know now CBS don't got the SEC no more. So
because of the whole.
So now they got. I think they got the Big Ten. I think they got the Big Ten and the Big 12 now, but they got Colorado. They're at that rival game at Colorado State. So I think that's a W. And they're back in where they're at. They're pretty much back where they were at last year. They started 3-0, but this time you're not in the Pac-12. You're in the Big 12 now, and this is where it's going to get tricky.
Yeah,
I see their first loss here. They got Baylor. After that,
okay, I said that too. I said Baylor could be a tricky one. I said, but I did give them the nod on Baylor. I said you can beat Baylor. My loss came to UCF. UCF was my. I thought they were going to lose to UCF. You thinking they're going to lose? The first loss is going to be to Baylor.
Yeah, I did the first loss to Baylor. I could see them losing to UCF too, but I'll give them that one.
You'll give them so you think they're going to win against UCF?
I think they'll win UCF, so that's 4 wins right there. Then they got K-State. They should win. They got Kansas State. They should, but I don't know. I probably lean more towards Kansas State. Right now, they look like they're opening up that line as they're the favorites right now for that game. Then they go to Arizona.
That's a L. They're going to lose in Arizona. They lost to Arizona last year.
Okay, so that's 4-2. Then they host Cincinnati.
That's a wild card. I'm gonna give them Cincinnati. Cincinnati.
Okay, and that's okay. Then they're okay. So let's say
5-2.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. So we got them what? 5. So you said we got them. That's 6. That's what? So they beat North Dakota State. So that's 1. They got 2. So Nebraska would be 2. Colorado State would be 3.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Baylor, flip-flop Baylor and
they're interchangeable.
They'll be 4-1 regardless, no matter how the outcome. And then you say yay or nay to K-State?
I said they're losing to K-State. I think they're losing to K-State.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'd be 4-2 already.
Yep.
And then you say L to Arizona, so that'd be 4-3.
Yep.
You say yay or nay to Cincinnati?
Oh, they can get Cincinnati. Cincinnati is not the Cincinnati that we knew when Sauce Gardner was there. So, yeah.
So that's 5-3. So then this ain't Luke Fickell's not there no more. So Colorado, did they go to Texas Tech?
All right. So Texas Tech is a L. That's my bona fide L. Because Texas Tech, regardless on what is going on, they always got they run that high powered ass offense. They always have a fast ass receiver, a quarterback that got a gun for an arm. I don't follow Texas Tech but anytime I've watched a game, it's always a shootout between them, Oklahoma or Oklahoma State, the Red River shootout or whatever the hell that rivalry is between them 3 teams. I don't know. It's always a shootout, and Texas Tech keep them a gunslinger. So I don't think they got the defense for it.
Remember that infamous game with Texas Tech and Oklahoma? That was the game that everyone that people were introduced to who Mahomes was. Because him and Baker Mayfield, I think he threw for like 700 yards or something that game.
Damn.
I think Baker Mayfield threw for like 5. They don't play. Yeah, I said, Case, no defense in that conference, man.
Yeah.
No defense at all.
There's no defense. Yeah, they don't see it. They don't care about it.
And this is where they're gonna run into their rough stretch. Their final 3 games is where they're gonna. These final 4 games, they're rough stretch. You already said that's an L against Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Definitely an L against Utah. So that's 5-5 right there.
Yep.
Kansas
is like a faux SEC team to me because they like because they have talent. I think that Kansas is a loss. I think Kansas is a loss. Matter of fact,
all right, that's 5-6.
They're
5-6.
Yeah.
And then the final game is against Oklahoma State.
That's a definite loss. We ain't even got to guess it. That's a big loss.
5-7. You're not in the ball game then.
Yeah. They're losing because they don't got the defense is going to be the crux of everything. It's going to be like, bro, when you get against these teams that got gunslingers, like you seen it last year against Oregon, they couldn't stop shit. What was you doing? Y'all made Bo Nix look like freaking, like he just looked crazy out there. And that, to me, I feel like Bo Nix from that game got propelled into a first round status because he just threw all on Colorado.
I was in the shop watching that game. I was like, man, I didn't think my team would be the one to draft him, but you know what I'm saying? But I knew that game, and remember the pregame speech, the ESPN, or
the infamous,
ESPN,
yep.
Let them into the cameras and saying, well, they're worried about headlines, worried about winning games and this and that. And man, I was like, whew.
This is one thing I do wish. I wish Deion would stop having all the damn celebrities on the sideline. Like, look, I get it. I know T.O. was there. I heard this morning that T.O. was on the sideline. Yeah, T.O. was there. Gillian Wallow was there. Somebody else was there. I forget. I can't recall.
Warren Sapp was his defensive line coach.
Yeah, Warren Sapp was there.
He's on the coaching staff. He's the line coach.
Man, what's crazy? I thought Warren Sapp was going to change the landscape of how everything was with the defensive line, but he hasn't done anything. He literally hasn't done anything with the defensive line. Maybe it's because of the portal, maybe because of last minute changes. But when you look at it, you're like, bro, what is going on? North Dakota State should not. I don't know. Like I'm gonna give my best. I'm gonna give my best faith. I want to believe in Colorado. But right. From what I saw last night, I was like, it's a W, but it's an ugly ass W. And I actually said this in one of my shows. I said it prior. I said, look, this first game against North Dakota State is going to basically lay out the platform for how the rest of the season is going. Because if they win, if it's a convincible win, I can see them going far. But if it's we barely squeak by, they're going to get killed. And I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but bro, y'all gonna get killed when y'all get up to the high power teams. So I'm saying that to say, Deion, you need to keep the distractions off of the sideline, bro. Because when y'all start losing, then what? Then what? It's gonna be. It's gonna be. Oh no, they just lost. No. And then everything is gonna wind down. People are gonna start saying, "Oh well." They're not a winning team because people love winners in this country. We love winners. Deion was winning. He went 3-0 last year. It was just celebrity after celebrity after celebrity. I saw the behind the scenes last night. They had a rapper by the name of Big X the Plug in the locker room performing. Yeah. It's kind of like I saw a stat. They said that attendance is up at Colorado. The impact is there. The impact is there. The attendance is up. The social media followers have been up tremendously. I think last year they were at before Deion got there, it was like 200,000 something. Now they at like 2 million followers. black attendance is up too. 51%. There's black students enrolling.
His oldest son runs. I think also runs the team social media.
Yeah, no, that. See, look, it's great, but ultimately, bruh, something got to change. I don't know what needs to change, but something has to change. Something got to give at this point in time where we'll see how the Nebraska game goes, because the North Dakota State, I'll give them a pass and say it's rust. It's like, hey, we just need to make some tweaks here and there. But if the Nebraska game goes horribly, meaning that if they get blown out or if they lose, then the season is done. It's finito. Because all it takes is that one loss to put everything in perspective for the whole entire team, and then the confidence is down the drain. You already got cats talking shit about Deion not being the best coach, or the environment in Colorado is not the best. I heard like a bunch of hearsay about how it's not really being ran like a proper program. It's like all over the place. It's more like Hollywood. I've heard these things from like people outside that were in the program and left because they didn't feel like this was the traditional college experience in terms of the football program. They feel like it's like, you get favoritism. There's nepotism, of course, with the two sons. And then, it's what do you care more about? It almost seems like they care more about the offense and getting Shedeur into the NFL versus the entire team, because there's no way that the offense is that good. Shedeur throwing for almost 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the defense is just trash. Defense is just trash.
Man, they gave up. I didn't watch the game. I was keeping eyes on it while I was doing the show last night. He took some hits, man. That O-line, I still see that O-line could be a question mark. He took some hits.
Yeah, no, the O-line is definitely a question.
Because everyone keeps saying, man, he tough. When they say, whenever you hear someone say, yeah, he a tough quarterback, that means he's getting lit up every game. That means the long line ain't protecting him. Yeah, you want a quarterback who's tough that can absorb the punishment, but he can't be doing that all. He gonna do that. He gonna end up like Andrew Luck.
Oh yeah, it's a matter of time. He gonna be out early, but oh man, it's just, I don't know what can be fixed in this short amount of time. Like, you guys had all off season to fix what you need to fix. I mean, you got the recruits in, but you also, like, that's a telltale sign for me when you have as many people transferring out and then you got to get more in. So to me, it's more of a quantity versus quality thing. Because how many quality players are you getting out of the transfer portal?
Right.
How many quality players can grasp everything in a short amount of time versus the players that been in the program, that are already used to it and know how everything works?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So North Dakota State should have been a blowout, man. Like, you talk about good programs. When we look at, like, let's go to the SEC. If you take we're not even gonna say Alabama. Let's just say Florida. Florida plays a North Dakota State the first game of the season. It's usually just a warm up, and they usually end up trashing them by the second quarter.
Yeah.
This was like, this is a telltale sign. I want to be wrong, but I mean, but between me and you, we both said 5 and 6 as the record. 5 and 7.
They're pretty much mediocre. They're mediocre. So pretty much,
yeah.
Either they're gonna barely get in, be bowl eligible, or they're not.
They're not gonna be bowl eligible. Unfortunately, that's crazy. I would love to see them make a playoffs, but like to me, Deion just has to, like, you got to take away the distractions, man. Do you think like Nick Saban had all them freaking players, all them celebrities on his sideline in the locker room, and that shit to me is a distraction to the kids. They got that, like, I hate to sound like the old fart, I hate to sound like that, but
I know what you're saying, brother.
you got the kids putting their social media tags on their back and shit. Where's the traditional football at anymore? Like, get down to the nitty gritty. Forget all that shit.
It's the NIL culture.
Fuck the NIL culture. You're trying to win games. You're trying to win games. You're trying to win a championship. We're not talking about, we want to. And you know what's so crazy is that he can do horribly. He can do horribly in college football, but he's still going to be a candidate in the NFL for a head coaching job. It's crazy.
He said, even swearing up and down, he don't want to be a head coach. I don't
Bullshit.
think Deion is going to make a dude making more than him.
Yo, you don't think he'll be up for that?
Nah. He said, look, he's been adamant. He does not want to coach. He does not want to coach the pros. He feels like coaching young men and young adults and teens, it's a calling for him. It's a ministry for him. And I take his word for it. But then there's also stuff that, like the whole situation with the media in Colorado, you don't want to take. Obviously, they had the one columnist from the Denver Post banned from asking questions, but he can be at all the. He can be at the press conference. He can come cover the game and all that stuff, but he's not allowed to ask Prime any questions because of something he put because he took some shots at him on his column. Now if you read the column, some people are saying some of the stuff could have been personal, but
could have been.
But Colorado had a clause in his contract saying that he speaks to the media that's mutually agreed upon. When the heck do you have to be mutually? When the heck do you have a clause in your contract where you can mutually agree on who can be in the press conference or not?
I mean,
and let me be clear: this dude that he banned, his name is Sean Keeler. He writes for the Denver Post. Mm-hmm. He's not a beat writer. He's not like the people we see on Around the Horn. KC, this is like a columnist. So this is one of them dudes who's writing just to see who's gonna writing for to see who's gonna respond.
So I
said he used that.
So
engagement.
So
writing for engagement.
Writing for engagement. So he's clickbaity, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shock jock.
Yes, perfect term.
Okay, all right. So he's a shock jock, and I did hear something. I'm paraphrasing. I did hear something about there was a report about the whole assault thing with Shiloh, and Prom didn't like. A bunch of stuff was getting revealed. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, I can understand, but you got to everything comes with this job. And of course, Monday morning rolls around, that report comes out that he bans, that reporter. Stephen A. and the rest of them had an issue with it. And, sometimes I think it's like, I don't like Stephen A., because sometimes I feel like there's a bias in his reporting. But at this point, I was like, well, he has a point. You can't ban media. It looks away. It looks crazy.
To the point about Stephen A., I watched First Take, and I was watching with him, Shannon, and Paul Feinbaum was talking about this. His issue isn't with Prime. Prime is his friend. Prime's his boy. Shannon said the same thing. He defended Prime. Obviously, Feinbaum, his more issues that with Deion was like, you telling people, not taking questions because of that, and then you're not taking questions from CBS Colorado because CBSSports.com ranks you as the second worst coach in the Big 12. And there's a report in the Athlon about the culture in the locker room with Colorado where they're gambling, bringing in guns and shit like that.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
So I don't know. But what Stephen A. point was he was more upset with Colorado because Colorado was the ones who put out the press release banning Sean Keeler. It wasn't Prime saying, I'm not taking this question. If Prime felt like he had a personal agenda, if the dude got a personal agenda with me, I don't want to be around him. But Colorado putting out this press release was like, to me, he thought it was extra. Because then Stephen A. went back to his roots he was a columnist for the Philadelphia Inquirer. This wasn't like a beat writer. This wasn't like Woody Page or somebody we watch on Around the Horn. You know what I'm saying? This is a dude who like you said it, Casey. He's a shock jock. He's going to say stuff for engagement to see who's going to engage, basically calling them Prime and the Bruce Lee of BS and stuff like that. And he was doing that for engagement.
Okay, so if he's doing that for engagement, and you got Coach Prime, who's already under a tremendous amount of pressure from the media, from other players, from other coaches, in terms of he's, you know, they everything's under a fine comb tooth they're looking at. And you got this one writer who's supposed to write in the favor of you. If you're getting media access to my team exclusively, shouldn't you write in the favor of me versus I'm gonna write bad about you? This is a college football team. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to get propelled to the next career.
Right.
In the NFL,
there's not no like new dude. This dude's been around in the Denver Post for years. Like I said, he's not he's not a Colorado beat writer. He's a columnist. So everything he was doing was for engagement, and Deion took the bait.
All right. So, and like, I don't know. I'm perplexed about it. Like, I feel like you shouldn't have had it banned, but at the same time, Colorado shouldn't have released the announcement of them banning the columnists. Like,
right.
You're right. That looks away.
I think about it. When you remember when did you remember the Mayweather Pacquiao fight?
What specifically about the fight? Leading up to it?
The fight, well, the day of the fight. I don't know if you remember this story. Floyd had Michelle Beadle and Rachel Nichols' credentials pulled the day of the fight.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, true story. Floyd had Rachel Nichols and Michelle Beadle. This is when they were both at ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
They was in Vegas covering the fight, covering Mayweather Pacquiao, and had their credentials pulled because was Rachel Nichols might not have been back at ESPN at the time. But anyway, they was both there. They both had their credentials pulled because they felt, because I know he felt that one of them was going to ask a question about his history, about him going, him going to jail for domestic violence and all this other stuff. So he had their credentials pulled, and they very much came home that day. They was in Vegas to cover the fight. They was there all to cover the fight, and then Floyd was like, "No, not my fight. You're covering. Be going." Some dudes just take the bait, and when it's not even necessary.
Hey man, he lucky that Malika Andrews wasn't covering it. He lucky because Malika would have had a field day with that type of information.
Oh man, I'm gonna start her out. I know she's on her honeymoon with Dave McMenamin now, so I'll stall her out. Kind of crazy. I heard. I mean, people knew about that for a minute out here, but they kept it on the low. They kept it on the low for years. They kept it on the low, so nobody. They try to keep it out of the public eye. But people knew because a couple of times they got caught slipping because she pulled up with him with McMenamin that day LeBron pulled up to the Drew League.
Oh, you talking about Malika Andrews and her white husband?
Yeah, David McMenamin. I know David McMenamin. He covers the Lakers for ESPN. He covers the Lakers for ESPN.
Yeah.
But so they try to keep it on the low, but people knew what it was. Even especially after the whole Ime Udoka situation, people knew what it was.
Oh my God, yeah, no, that I thought that was her like boyfriend or something, but like if there was any person that I disliked, it'd have been Malika, just from that standpoint. The way, and I don't normally side with Stephen A on stuff. That whole moment or that whole incident where she came on his show and was trying to like run Stephen A. I'm like, who are you? Like, you have to respect this man. He's been in media for 20-something years. And here you come.
I was watching him because it happened right after the press conference. The Celtics had their press conference announcing everything that was going on with Udoka. And then she basically like, Stephen A., I think you're wrong but he's saying, like Stephen A. was saying, if the person was a female staffer, why isn't her name being put out there? Why are we only hearing about Ime Udoka? There's a lot of conspiracy theories on that about who the person really was. but we're not gonna say that's not our place to say. But there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. We can say it off on, but there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there about who really was the person that Udoka got involved with, and it wasn't a subordinate. Because if it was a subordinate, you would have just put her name out there.
Yeah.
Don't say you protected her. She's an employee. She's a grown woman.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, it's because there's a lot of theories about maybe it wasn't a subordinate. Maybe it was somebody higher up.
So, do you remember that in that same breath, the Jalen Rose incident? You remember when Jalen Rose literally asked, well, why don't we know who she is? When I say literally from commercial break, it looked like they had Jalen Rose with a gun in his face on the other side of the camera. And he was like, I apologize. I'm like, what? That didn't even seem like it was genuine. It looked like it was forced.
Yeah, it was.
I was sitting there looking like, wait, what? And then they want to play it off in people's face like we're stupid. It's like, bro, we looking at it in 3D. What are y'all doing? So yeah, that whole situation I just didn't like Malika from that point on, and she just kept on adding on to her resume of just dislike with the whole Brandon Miller thing at the draft, talking about his whole past and him being involved with the shooting, and he wasn't even involved. He wasn't even in the car.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna lie, she gets a lot of heat for that. I defended her because I think ESPN's wrong for putting that out there. For that shouldn't be part. If he's not being charged with murder or being accessory to a murder, why are we talking about this? This is this kid's biggest night. Why are we talking about something and we still don't even don't even know what happened? I mean, we know that his teammate was the one who shot the girl.
Yeah,
and that's clear. That's clear as day. But he's being guilty by association.
That's crazy.
So I didn't like how ESPN kept pushing that during the draft. I'm like, so and what else she gonna do? She's going to speak on it because she's a woman, and it was a woman who lost her life.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate that there's a nasty narrative. There was a nasty narrative that was being pushed at ESPN, and it just seemed like there was, and I hate to say it, but it just seemed like it was geared towards black athletes. Like it was, if anything, it was domestic or anything involving it was being brought up, even if it wasn't even a direct correlation to the athlete. If it was in proximity, we bringing it up. One of the athletes died. One of the former NBA players died. Instead of you just, wishing the family condolences, what does this mug do? Oh, he was charged with domestic violence. I'm like, what? But it was later on found out it wasn't real. So why bring it up? Why bring it up? Same thing with the Celtics head coach now. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? What's the head coach's name for the Celtics?
Oh, right now, Joe Mazzulla.
Joe Mazzulla, she brought up his past. I'm like, come on, man. What are we talking about here? Is this sports or is this like a news coverage of like drama? Like, what are we talking about here? We talking about sports. Bring up has he played in college? Has he played on the next level in the NBA? Was it his ties? You could have went into everything else, but you went into this man's personal history. His father, you could have said his father was an ex-coach, which he was. His father passed away. All that shit that went down, you could have went in that, but you went into. Anyway, let me not go on a rant about Malika Andrews. I don't care for her. Flat out, plain and simple. That's my take on that. But anyway, back to this draws back in Colorado. Overall, me and you both agree 5-7, missed bowl game. Plain and simple. That's where you got them.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
They're in trouble. Yeah, they're in big trouble, man. No, none doubt. What else we got? We gonna move forward. Your boy Brandon Ayuk got paid.
Man, what else? Man, I'm glad that's over. We all knew he wasn't getting traded. But man, once the moment I saw CD got his deal, I was like, okay, what's taking so long? Once CD got paid, I was like, okay, what's taking so long? He's not going anywhere. We said it the other day. We did the NFC West. Me, Mark, Nick, and our guest Chaz, my boy Chaz, who we had on the show, we all agreed he's not going anywhere, and he didn't. And he ended up signing for the same deal they offered him from day one.
Oh, for real?
You didn't get nothing extra. You got 4 years. They put a 4 years, 120 million on the table. You got that, and 76 guaranteed. Now move on.
Oh, that's stupid. You did all that?
I still think it's crazy. It's still crazy to me that the Trent Williams deal is not being talked about more than is not being made more of a big deal.
Like Trent Williams is a vital piece of that offensive line and could change the trajectory of where they go if he doesn't re-sign, if he's not on the team. But two, I've also heard rumblings of them possibly trading Debo. Not sure how true that is. I'm not sure where that came from.
I could see it because they got all this money. They got all this money. They're gonna have to move around some of this money. Me and you talked about it the last time I was on your show. We talked about the situation with Brock. They're gonna have to move. They're gonna have to move some money around to pay Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy's going. Yeah. I can see them getting rid of Debo probably before the end of the season. Just trade him if they can get something. You know what they do is, like, because these things just don't come out of nowhere. I've saw it several times from very reputable sources that a Debo trade could be in the works if it makes sense. Now, what can you get for Debo? A first round, maybe not a superstar, or you're not going to get a 1-for-1 because no team's going to give you up for 1-for-1. You can get a first round, maybe a second round. And maybe a player that was already kind of on the hot seat in terms of, okay, we can afford to get rid of him and give them what they need. But if the San Francisco 49ers are talking about we need the whole house, I don't think they're getting rid of Debo. Because a team has to eat his contract too. Because didn't Debo sit out like 2 years ago?
Right.
He sat out like 2 years ago to just. No, bro, no, man. I don't see them getting rid of Debo. But Brock Purdy, he going 60 million is in his future. Hands down. Whether it be for like 4 years, whether it be for like 5 years. If they were smart, they would do a Patrick Mahomes deal. I would say. You don't think so?
He gonna get paid because he ain't got a first seed. He don't got all the endorsements like Mahomes do yet, and he's still making 7th round. And he obviously Mahomes at least still have first round money, and obviously him getting the MVP in his second year in his first year as a starter, it helps kick in a few of them incentives, and then you get a Super Bowl. Then you get the Super Bowl the next year. And the Super Bowl MVP, so everything was wrong. Brock ain't got there yet, so we'll see. The Niners are probably praying they can get a Mahomes type discount on the deal, but we'll see because that Mr. Irrelevant money he's still eating that. He's still living off that Mr. Irrelevant money.
Oh yeah, he getting cracked too. He in San Francisco, woo, them taxes. He ain't really seeing all that money like that. So yeah, if his agent is smart, they gonna probably crack San Francisco for like the whole bank. Especially if they win the Super Bowl, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Just the Super Bowl appearance alone, it is a wrap. It is literally, you literally have to give him whatever he wants. He can command it because we talk about a third-year player. A third-year player? Really? Mm-hmm. Already going to the Superman? Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is year 3. And next year he's in a contract year because him not being a first-round pick, he don't have that 5th-year option. So
damn.
They got to get something done between now and the offseason.
They hit lucky, man. They really got lucky. A 7th round pick as your franchise quarterback, you couldn't call it.
They're a dime a dozen, man. Team, like I said, Belichick draft a quarterback every year, and I mean he not, and you sometimes you just draft them as a development guy, and then but sometimes they might get thrown in the fire, and you just hope that they can swim. And look what happened. We didn't expect. No one was expecting Brock Purdy to play his rookie year. They brought him in with the last pick in the draft to be a third string quarterback, but there was people who were seeing him pretty much knowing that in camp saying, "Oh, this dude is legit."
Yeah.
So when Trey Lance got hurt, I was like, okay, they go to Jimmy G, but they got Brock as a backup. And with Brock as a backup, he'll be ready if some. And then go figure, Jimmy G gets hurt, and they enter Brock Purdy, and then the offense totally looked different, and they didn't lose a step.
Man, Jimmy G was like the crutch, man. They needed to get rid of him.
Oh yeah,
ASAP, too quick. But congratulations to Ayuk, nonetheless, got his money. Give my man a hand clap.
Got his bread. Happy for him.
Got his bread. We can move forward from that. Last topic, which is going to be probably a controversial topic. Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark for the Rookie of the Year.
I don't think it's controversial after tonight. I don't think it's controversial after tonight. Ain't no controversy tonight. KC. Ain't no controversy tonight.
Wow.
That thing is in the bag. There ain't no controversy tonight.
Wait, what?
She went to Angel Reese's house and put up 30 and 10, and they're up by 25. It's over.
You said it's over?
Listen, life is a podcast now.
It's over, and Mark's in the building. Casey's here.
Mark,
it's over.
Tell Mark to come in the camera.
What up with it?
I'm telling you, man. It's coming the right time to talk about this final topic.
Yeah.
What's on the TV right now? Oh, it's over. KC, it's a wrap, man.
Oh, so all right. So then, I did you see the polls that they had Angel Reese above Caitlin Clark for Rookie of the Year?
Why?
Popularity. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Huh?
Look, I get that, but look, your eyes will tell you. Caitlin Clark is on the bench right now with 30 and 12, and they're up by 22 points.
Wait, she got what now?
30 and 12.
Oh yeah, no.
Angel Reese barely got 5 and 7 tonight.
Angel Reese
got 7 and 10 tonight.
Angel Reese snap pattern again?
In the head to head, Caitlin's up. Like she's 2-1.
Caitlin Clark. Hold on, Stacey. I'm gonna read you Caitlin Clark's numbers in 32 minutes.
What's the numbers?
31 points, 12 8:45 for 9 from 3.
Oh, she won.
Angel Reese today in 30 minutes. 8 points, 10 rebounds, 4 fouls on 8 shooting.
Oh, shooting shot 3. Oh, shit, that's not bad. Shooting 47%.
She shot 44. Well, now she's got her second basket now. So now she got a double-double.
She only got 2 baskets?
No, she's got a 4th basket. She just scored right now. She's still in the game. She got 10.
Yeah, snap pattern. She got to get a double-double, you heard?
She got a double-double now.
They're about to sit her out.
I don't know why she's even in there. The game is over.
So she can get her double-double, dog.
I mean, you can't say that, Mark. You can't say that.
Man, I said,
I know you saying it. But, you can't it.
Where my girl Camilla Cordo's at?
She on the bench. So let me get this straight.
All
right, man.
What happened?
You got two rookies you took in the top 7, but one of them's on the bench and the other one's still on the court. Make it make sense, Casey.
Hey man, they're trying to make it. You know how the NBA, the WNBA is trying to spin it. It's like their whole thing with Angel Reese being on top is the double doubles. She's broken the record for the most double doubles. What 22?
Yeah.
But if you look at the stats, I looked at them earlier. Caitlin Clark is murdering. She's murdering. She's averaging more points.
She has 23 double-doubles this season. She passed Tina Charles for the WNBA rookie record, and now it's passed Sylvia Fowles for the record by the Chicago Sky.
Man.
So there you go. She just broke 2 records in one night.
There you go.
Man, when I say
she Moses Malone.
He says he Moses Malone.
Yes, both. Double double, walking double double. That's it. They came. She came in. Caitlin. They came in there and housed them. There was no comebacks tonight, dude. They finna put up 100 right now. They're up 19 with 40 seconds left.
Hey man,
Angel Reese should not be in this game.
look, they got to do something. Hopefully, Angel Reese can knock off maybe like what? How many rebounds she got?
She got 10. Well, now she got 11.
Okay, so they're trying to get her to have more double doubles. They trying to. That's all it is Pat Staten.
Mark been saying that. KC, Mark been saying that forever, but everyone get mad when Mark say it though.
Patting the stats. That's what they doing. That's clear. It's clear as day. That's what they want to do. It ain't even.
Ain't no controversy over here, KC. We've been saying it all. We've been saying it all season
Because they know
no competition.
If you look at the games, the 2 games that I did catch with Angel Reese and I actually watched 3 games with Caitlin. Caitlin she's busting ass. Like, I'm sorry. And she don't even look like a rookie. She look like she commanding the team. And you talk about a team that had Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston was on the team.
Yeah, Leah Boston. That was Leah Boston team last year.
Yeah. And now look, Caitlin leading the charge. Last year they were 13 and 27 or 13, whatever their record was, 13 and.
They had the worst team. They had the worst. Obviously, they had the number 1 pick 2 straight years. Let that sink in.
Yeah. Now look.
Game over. The Fever won 181.
Oh nah. Caitlin got to win that Rookie of the Year. She got to win that Rookie of the Year.
She came in her house and pretty much. I don't know if this is probably the last time they play this season, but if this is the last time they play this season, this is gonna be the lasting image you see. She came in her house and housed her, and did it efficiently too. 32 and 10 and you shot above 50%.
Hey man, if Caitlin don't win Rookie of the Year, I'm gonna call bullshit, bro. I'm sorry.
That's all it is.
I'm gonna call bullshit.
I get because Cheryl Swoop's going off of Stephen A. because he was defending Caitlin Clark, but he was basically saying, look, tonight's game was the highest average price game in WNBA history. Average ticket to get into the game tonight was $334.
Hey man, look, Caitlin is so popular, bro. Like down here in Atlanta, they moved it from the regular stadium to the State Farm Arena because they couldn't. The demand was too big. Yeah. And I was like, what? Like what? Why couldn't y'all do that from the jump? But demand is demand.
But it was like another topic about that. Like, I don't know if you saw where Dejanay Carrington from the Connecticut Sun, she was mad at the WNBA and the networks because the Sun played the Sparks a couple weeks ago at Boston Garden, and the game was a sellout, but it wasn't on national TV because ESPN had the Little League World Series.
Hey, I got a conspiracy theory about that too, but that's for another day. It ain't even a conspiracy theory. It's a theory, but I'm not trying to get canceled. Anyway, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. Get that girl the damn Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it's over now. It ain't even no discussion now.
Get that girl the damn Rookie of the Year.
And they got a better record than the Sky. So they're both playoff. They're both being in the playoffs because WNBA is the top 8 teams, so they don't really have conferences no more. They just got. They pretty much they're only one. They all one. It's all one standing. So,
yeah, it's too small to have conferences.
Yeah, so she clinched it tonight. There ain't even no question.
All right, that's great though.
Angel Reese can do. You go talk about it on your podcast.
Hey man, hey, I'm gonna call major bullshit if Angel Reese win that thing over, because statistically, and this is gonna be an issue. I know people are gonna hate the shit, but hey, it is what it is. And by people I mean people that are so fans of Angel Reese. I am sorry. I'm strictly going by the numbers, and Caitlin Clark should win Rookie of the Year. It is what it is.
I agree. Even when she was having all them turnovers, if you look at how she was playing earlier in the season, her teammates couldn't catch the ball. That was crazy.
It kind of looked. Did you see the compilation? It was a compilation of them saying, or somebody saying that it was on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And people
Had
were
a
like,
career-
"This is on purpose."
yeah, career high. He had a career high, 31 career high tonight in Angel Reese's house.
That's crazy. And man, sports is not sports like it used to be, man. Like before, you get through by your numbers, not by popularity. That's what this shit is now. And it's a women's sport, so it's definitely gonna be popularity. So on one hand, you got to be like, am I gonna be shocked if Angel Reese wins it? Probably not, because it's gonna be it's a popularity contest. On the other hand, I'm gonna say something. If Caitlyn wins it, she should rightfully so win it.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know the politics. You know how things go when it comes to women's sports and this whole. It's mainly empowerment, but how everything's going, Angel Reese is probably gonna win it.
We'll see. Hopefully we're all wrong, and the voters do the right thing. Vote for Caitlin Clark, because she basically has now, ever since she got her second win now, and next year she's gonna have a training camp, an actual off season to actually work on any little adjustments she need to make to her game, and she's gonna be better.
I saw,
Can do the same thing too.
but will she, or will she be entitled? You know, she got a podcast now too.
I know Shaq. Yeah, it's through Shaq's network. It launched yesterday. She called she's gonna be unapologetic. I was like, okay, don't be unapologetic and know you're not winning Rookie of the Year, but you know you shouldn't be Rookie of the Year. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Hey, you know what? I'm not mad at the getting your bag. I'm all for that. Like I'm 100% positive. Yeah, I'm with it. Like get your money, but in the same breath, like you can't be mad if somebody better than you wins an award over you, or you know what I'm saying. She ain't gonna be, not saying, and we could just be foreshadowing what may or may not happen. But I'm gonna say it right here: if there's any hate, if Caitlin Clark wins it, then you just being biased. You got a bias towards Caitlin Clark. It's plain and simple. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Because that girl is fire. I saw her. I was like, God damn. She was pulling up from damn near the logo. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, no, she clean.
31-12, huh?
31-12, career high. 31 points, 12 assists on 18 for 14 shooting. It was 5 for 9 for 3. And it was an efficient 31. That's the good part. And when like she needed 30 shots to get 31 points.
Yeah, Caitlin the truth, bro. I'm sorry.
Angel needed 10 shots to get 10 points.
And she didn't get that double-double. That's the biggest thing. They're highlighting that shit. They like, oh, Angel Reese got 22 double-doubles. What the gameplay look like though?
Go look at the record. Go look at the record. They're almost out the playoffs.
Listen, either she missing layups on purpose or she just can't make layups.
Bro, I thought I was tripping. Okay, I thought I was tripping. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks, man. Nobody don't want to listen, but we've been saying this for the last 3 weeks.
Bro, I literally, I was sitting there. What the hell? Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
They're 11-20. They're 11-20. The Fever are 16-16. Why are you giving up, man? Come on, man. They already pretty much 500. They will have to win the rest of their games. I think the WNBA is a 40-game season. They will have to win their final 9 games just to go 500.
I don't see them doing that.
40 or 42 games, but they got to win at least 10, at least the next 9 games to have the end of the season above 500. Unless the Fever just snowfall over the next 2 weeks, they're going to end the season above 500. And let's also quiet as cut. They're nipping at the heels of the Aces for the 5th seed. Playoffs started today. They got to play Minnesota, but they're nipping at the Aces for that 5th seed though.
But let the masses tell it. If Angel Reese missed the playoffs and something happened, we gonna sound like haters. That's plain and simple. We gonna sound like haters to them. Y'all just don't like the black women. I'm like, bro, no.
No, they're just not good.
They're not.
They're not good. They're not good. They're 10-20 for a reason.
Y'all just hating on because she a black woman and she doing all this. She bossing up. I'm like, bro, no, it's stats. This is sports. When the hell we start giving it? Who cares? It's sports.
We want her to get her bag. We want her to be successful, but we want her to win games too.
No, I just don't want her to shoot 25% from the field on the layups.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
and if someone posted, I don't know if you've seen it. That someone posted the video on IG. Oh, Angel Reese was a problem in high school, and she was basically going to the basket, making layups. I'm like, well, what the heck happened?
she ain't got no shoot, bro. Like, bro, it's a difference. Like, regardless of what anybody says, college to the pros is a huge difference. And when she getting contested, you got to deal with that. So she need to get stronger, work on the game, on her mid range or something, cause you one dimensional as fuck. People seeing that, and I saw the compilation. Like, listen, if it's one place that's undefeated, it's the internet, and Twitter being one of those places being super undefeated. They gonna get you. They gonna catch you in 4K, and they caught her in 4K. And my God, I was like, you would have thought the girl just started playing all them damn layups. I'm like, damn, they got the layup line, don't they? They do the layup line in the WNBA. I figured, shit. But
I said it when she came in the league. The way she was bossing at LSU, it wasn't gonna be that easy when she got to the W, man. She gonna have to.
She thought shit was sweet.
She was gonna be a rebounding and defensive specialist, but she wasn't finna get to the basket that easy. And the crazy part, she is getting to the basket that easy, and she's missing on her own.
She ain't focused. She ain't locked in. She too busy worried about.
She showed up in a Rodman Pistons jersey. That's another reason why she took the L. Out here with that damn. Out here with the Pistons, man.
A Rodman Pistons jersey?
Yeah.
I know. I mean, but is that nasty?
Wait.
Hold on. Is that nasty?
Wait. She played in Chicago, right?
Yes.
Why should show up with the Rodman's bull? Never mind.
Oh no, that makes sense. That's disrespectful.
You know, because she have one dude from the Pistons, Jalen Durant.
Then wear his jersey.
Good point.
God damn.
Does he start?
Stop about that. You're right. Why she didn't have a 91 on? She get it. All right, man.
You know these kids don't. These young kids don't know history like that. If she would have known, she'd have wore that Dennis Rodman Bulls jersey.
Man, I know she know Dennis Rodman played for the Bulls. Man, you're in Chicago. You're in Chicago. You know more than it's more than just Jordan and Pippen there. You knew.
I'm sure it's a picture of somewhere in Chicago of that team and Rodman's on that team.
I'm saying Rodman was the glue to the second half of them championships, bro. Like there's no reason why. You should definitely know your history.
Don't say that out loud, Casey.
What? Wait. Is there a detractor? I'm sorry. What happened?
You can't just say that. I can't say everybody think Jordan just did everything.
No, I mean Jordan. No. Hey, look. Hey, Mark. While Mark's here, hey, bro. Look. How'd you feel about that Anthony Edwards comment? I need. Please give me a hot take, bro.
I disagree with it. I think it just skills on a different level. Like the players in the 80s and 90s had skill. It's just now we just seeing it in 4K now. You know what I'm saying? People's faster, they jump higher, more athletics. So that's going along with the talent.
That's what I said.
There's nowhere in the world like, you can't tell me like somebody like Mark Price didn't have skills. Mark Price was a hooper. It's just he's just not better than some of the point guards we see now. You know what I'm saying?
Something like Larry Bird didn't have skills.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's wrong about it. I just think that Jordan didn't play against none of the like, as far as guards wise, like none of the greats like we see now. Like now we've seen like the shooting guards had to go through Kobe, James Harden, AI, Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? It's that breed you had to go through back then. You know, Clyde Drexler probably was the best shooting guard, or Reggie Miller. No disrespect to them, but they wasn't better than these two guards. So, but they had skills. Right. It's just, it just wasn't as magnified because they wasn't big name players.
Yeah, make up your mind. Did you watch the 80? Did you do, or you just watch Jordan? So I ain't watch him, but with Jordan only one has skills. So how you know if you ain't watch?
Man, shut your ass up then. Like, what are you talking about? Like, then it ain't nothing. What we talking about?
If you think about it, before Ron Harper got hurt, Go look at his game. He had crazy games. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know Ron Harper were like the Bulls and the Lakers towards the end of his career. But when he first came into the league out of Virginia and you watch his game, dog, it was similar. It wasn't, I'm not saying he was Jordan, but it was similar. You know what I'm saying? Like the skill wise. He had game.
Sharif Abdul,
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf?
Mahmoud, yes.
Chris Jackson.
Artist on me known as.
Yeah. You mean Steph before Steph?
Steph before Steph.
He pretty much was.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got to know your history. This is my biggest issue. That was my biggest issue was, bro, look at your history. Pay attention. Like if you playing basketball, you gotta really know your history before you start opening your mouth and saying stupid shit. He's been dark on the internet because he know that was stupid as hell. I'm pretty sure his uncle or his older brother or somebody told him, man, if you don't shut your dumb ass up, you making us look stupid. You making us look like you ain't got no good education. Like we ain't school you on basketball history. Like there is no reason for somebody to go out on a limb and disrespect decades of great players.
Yeah, you can't do that. And especially like I said, like Mark Price won't get named when you mention the best point guards in the league. Mm-hmm. But when you go back and look at his skill set, it was crazy.
I mean, you basically said Isaiah Thomas didn't have skills.
Oh my God, bro! What?
And that's what I'm saying. I wasn't trying to name the big name.
I know what you were doing. I'm like, you just thinking about. I mean, all right, man.
They just didn't have the platform they have today.
I started to question his OGs. Like, yo, who is this?
That's what. Who is your man's? Like, who raised you, bro? What?
Where's the Rich Paul at, dog? You ain't got a Rich Paul dude in your corner or something? So you like, man, come on, man.
No, man, this man dating rappers, baby mamas, and getting them pregnant, dog. That's. I was just like, you know what? This is the same dude that got this. I don't know. Like, I don't want to even get into it. But anyway,
he's from your city, so he's from your city. You know, man. I mean,
hey, that's that Atlanta public school system education, bro. That's.
You want to ask Mark anything about Colorado before we go?
Who? Oh, ask Mark.
You want to say before we got here? You want to ask Mark anything about Colorado?
Did you watch the game, Mark? Did he not? Did he see the game?
Yeah, I see some of it. Don't ask me nothing about Colorado. They overrated.
All right, so he said they overrated.
They did the same thing last year. They the first couple of games, their offense was carrying them. Their biggest problem is in the trenches, dog. They not good. Or their offensive line, defensive line is not good, and you need that to be good, especially in college football. You have to be inside out. You know what I'm saying? Built from the inside out. Colorado offensive line, defensive line is not good like that.
So me and John both predicted their record based off of this one win. We both said they're gonna be under 500. They're gonna miss the bowl. 5-7.
I got to
I'll show you struggling right now. Me and Nick went over this last week. We was talking about the North.
They might not get the 5 win.
It's good. It's a good possibility that they don't. I'm telling you.
They might not get the fifth.
Problem. Well, I'm gonna get to Victor we find it right now.
But Travis Hunter is a baller though.
Hey man,
he can ball. He's gonna be a certified first round pick. That's not even a question at this point.
Here's their schedule. I'm trying to work their schedule now. Okay, so you look at this. So they got Nebraska next week.
They might lose that. Colorado.
They should be Colorado State.
Yeah. Baylor was good last. They losing to Baylor.
You said they losing?
The Baylor, yeah.
UCF.
That's a good game. Kansas State lost. Arizona lost. Cincinnati, question mark. Texas Tech probably a loss. Utah lost. Kansas a loss. Oklahoma State a loss.
That's exactly what we went through the same exact thing. Other than the surefire or the unsure ones, you literally said the same shit me and John said. We was like, yeah, no, it's gonna be a straight up.
I had them taking the L to Baylor. He had them taking the L to UCF. I say that they're gonna start off like they did last year. They're gonna go 3-0.
I don't think they're going to.
So you think they're gonna lose? He thinks they're gonna lose in Nebraska. So basically, they go 2-1. In March case, they'll go 2-1. They're gonna end the season basically 4-8 or 5-7. 4-8 again, or they're gonna be 5-6.
Nebraska still got the coach from Carolina, right? Their head coach.
Yeah, it's gonna be his second season.
And they got that quarterback that was supposed to have went to Georgia. He decommitted from Georgia and went to Nebraska.
He fast too, ain't he?
Yeah.
Wait. Who's the starter at Nebraska? Is who's the starter? Is the quarterback from last year? He was a scrambler. He's a black quarterback.
Let me see. I don't know. I thought they was gonna start that freshman. That's the reason why he went there.
Man. Oh, what's his name? Purdy's brother is over there too, ain't he? Brock Purdy's brother. Brock Purdy's brother is over there too, ain't he?
Brock Purdy's brother was to be starting. Was he supposed to be starting? I think might be starting. They just said yesterday he just got clear. Well, I don't know if he's starting Saturday, but they just said he got cleared because he had like a shoulder injury or something.
I think they can beat Nebraska, man. That's a dub right there.
His name is Chuba Purdy. That's his name. And he just got cleared. He just got cleared because he had a shoulder injury. They just cleared him yesterday.
I think Nebraska's a dub, man. If they lose against Nebraska, bro, I'm going to be trashing the team every game, bro. You shouldn't. I'm sorry, dog. And I love Deion, bro. I'm a big primetime fan, but dog, stop it. Get the baby off the sidelines. Get T.O. off the sidelines, bro. Y'all, nah, bro.
Well, the baby got to stay out of jail.
Keep him off the sidelines.
That's little baby. My bad. I forget.
Hey, both of them go.
Well, he probably worried about being a granddaddy right now too.
Wait, who being the baby is about to be a granddaddy?
No, for Deion. Oh, no, he is a granddaddy now.
I was about to say, nigga, what the fuck?
I was about to say, you had me questioning. I was like, wait a minute, what?
His daughter just had a baby with Jacquees.
Oh yeah. The daughter who's like 37, is she? Or 35, ain't she?
Yeah, she's in her 30s. She's in her 30s.
I bet he can't wait to get that. And it's a boy too. He can't wait.
Yeah.
What position Brock Purdy brother play?
Quarter.
He might be a quarterback.
He a quarterback.
Maybe not at Nebraska.
Not in Nebraska.
Maybe at another school. He might be at Nevada. He might be in Nevada, I think. But I seen him. I just saw the news about him. Chuba Purdy. Yeah, that's his name.
All I know is Deion better not lose no damn Nebraska. That's the one team that you need to get that dub against, bro. Y'all barely squeaked by North Dakota State, which don't make any sense. Should have blown them out.
It makes perfect sense.
They should have blown them out. Them teams like that, them practice teams. That's for you to knock the rust off. I'm gonna give them an out. I'm gonna say that's because that was their first game, and with a new team, you got to get used to everything, the schemes and all how players play. Knocking the rust off, but y'all still should have blew them out.
That's cool. You shouldn't have won by that's not a game you win by 4. You beat Nebraska by 4 if you have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the game you win by 4.
That's true. That's very true.
Not North Dakota State. Oh, the Nebraska starting quarterback gonna be the freshman.
They got a freshman starting.
Yep.
It don't even matter because
he was the best quarterback in the nation last year.
It don't even matter at this point because the defense can't hold shit down anyway. So they ain't even gonna put it on the quarterbacks.
Him going against Colorado's defense, he about to make it to the pros off that game.
I'm telling you, what? The defense is horrible, bro. I have no idea. How are you a former Hall of? You know what? Let me not trash Deion. I'm gonna stay positive. We gonna see next Saturday. But dog, and y'all got Warren Sapp as a coach. I'm thinking, I did a whole little thing about that shit. I was like, yeah, Warren Sapp should be a great addition coaching wise, but he ain't doing shit.
You probably don't sound like doing cocaine.
You got him mixed up with Michael Irvin.
You know it. They know that's what it segments was about.
The what?
Them segments they had when they was both when Warren Sapp was at FM Network, they had a segment called "You Know It" because they both went to the U.
Oh,
But we on.
Hey, look, I definitely watched them. That what was that? 30 for 30. The White House, nigga. What? I was like, oh yeah, I know they was getting crazy. Michael Irvin still hey, before he got fired off ESPN, I was like, you know what? Michael Irvin just did a bump, bro. There's no way he's that lit in the morning time with Stephen A. Bro just did a bump.
He stay on 10, dog. Something.
Bro.
He stay on something, man. He stay on 10, dude.
He did a fresh line too. The only thing that was missing was him doing the jaw. Him doing the cocaine.
No, Casey, no.
Hey, you can tell that jaw get the moving. Oh my God.
That's funny.
Hey, you know I love Michael.
You ready? Yeah, we're gonna talk about these niggas. I'm gonna let Case, we come on top in. I'm gonna let niggas really know about Sean Payton though tonight.
Oh, I've been telling you, but I ain't gonna say it.
Well, I'm telling tonight. I'm finna tell him tonight because we saving the AFC West for last. So now I'm finally give my opinion on Sean Payton. They ain't gonna like it, but it is what it is.
I said it. Sean Payton is he's one of them.
He's Mike McCarthy and Jordan.
He's like what?
He's Mike McCarthy and Jordan.
Man, that motherfucker there, boy. I'm still mad about that Russell Wilson shit, but hey, it is what it is. Gonna bench Russell Wilson. But all right, man. We done blazed through everything. Mark, man, I wish you would have came. Still a good show, but still a great show. But I like the difference of takes.
Oh yeah, I want to do the show from the beginning, dog.
Man, oh man. See, John be trying to be PC. I be like, John, bro, let it go.
I let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we was talking earlier about the Udoka stuff. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get canceled, but we know the conspiracy theories that was out there. It wasn't no damn stuff. It wasn't no damn subordinate. Nobody getting fired. Anybody getting their career ruined over a staffer. Come on, dude. This ain't the White House.
Not at all.
It's the freaking NBA. Come on, man. Come on, man. Cut that out. Cut that out.
We know what's going on, and they sent Udoka to the worst place ever, Houston, because he is going. I know he's going crazy in Houston right now, but I digress.
On the floor, he's having a tough time. Off the floor, he's probably loving it.
That's what I'm saying. Off the floor, off the court, oh, he going crazy. I know he going crazy.
It was like a chocolate fest or something like that, where it was like I don't know what it was. It was some kind of.
Yeah, he definitely taking them chicks back to the motherland.
Oh my God, bro! What? Don't get me started. Houston. Hey, look, if anybody who's watching ain't never been to Houston, you're doing yourself a disservice. You definitely gotta go to Houston at least one time. At least one time. But I know. Hey, but hey, it's been a good show, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go. I appreciate y'all, John. I definitely appreciate you coming in last minute. Mark, appreciate you coming in. I would love to have both of y'all. I love to have the whole crew going.
Appreciate you having me on, man.
Man, but you know, I'm gonna do my ritual every Friday. I gotta go get my wings, and I'll come right back and hop in y'all chat. I'm not sure what y'all doing the AFC thing. The AFC
we're doing AFC West. We're talking AFC West, and we're gonna. And also, I'm gonna ask about. I'm gonna talk little. We're gonna Otani or Aaron Judge. We're gonna have that discussion, and then we're gonna put an end to this like we did tonight with this Caitlin Clark Angel Reese debate, because that's over. That's over.
Oh, this is some.
We're gonna put the nail in the coffin. We're gonna put the nail in the coffin in that tonight.
That's some good content right here. I think I got some great content. I got some great content here. Yeah, buddy. That Caitlin Clark thing, that's gonna get him up in arms. Whew.
I don't care. It's facts is fact.
Facts is facts. No, for real. Facts is facts. You can they can scream and yell at the top, but you come with facts. It's undisputable. The numbers, men lie, women lie, but numbers definitely do not lie. Unless you're working on the stock market. Anyway, anywho, we are out of here. This is the KC Sports Show. John Lowe with my guys from Sports for You, John and Mark. Y'all guys have a great night.
Yep.
Make sure y'all go follow them. I already got their stuff down in the link below, so go follow them. It ain't no typing in; it's already there. These are my guys. But again, this is the KC Sports Show. Off the cuff. This is the Off the Cuff show, and we sign out. Y'all take it easy. Have a good weekend. We out there, bitch.
Peace.
Man, great show, fellas.
Yeah, that was good, man.